I want to tell you about a case that really caught my eye. It's about a company, Hatzel Buehler. They're a big commercial electrical contractor with offices all over, including right here on the East Coast. But this story focuses on their New Jersey branch and what went seriously wrong and how they handled hiring. So here's what happened. According to the EEOC, back in 2020, they were looking to hire for a couple of key roles, project managers and estimators, pretty important jobs in their business. But instead of just focusing on who's qualified, the vice president of that branch did something that crossed a major legal line. Apparently, he told recruiting firms to only send younger candidates, not the best candidates, not the most experienced, just younger. And if someone older applied, he'd flat out refuse to consider them, just because of their age. Yeah, that's illegal. We're talking about a clear-cut age discrimination case. Under federal law, the Age Discrimination in Employment Act, you can't treat people differently just because they're older than 40, and that includes hiring decisions. But it didn't stop there. The EEOC also said this vice president didn't keep the required records of who applied or how decisions were made. That's a violation of another law. Employers have to keep those records for a reason, so there's transparency and accountability. So what did the EEOC do? They tried to settle it quietly first, behind the scenes. That's actually pretty common. But when that didn't work, they took the company to court. And about a year ago, they reached a settlement. Hatzel and Buehler agreed to pay $500,000 to a group of 8 older job applicants who were affected. That's real money. But honestly, the non-monetary parts of the settlement might be even more important. The company agreed to remove that VP from having final say in hiring decisions, roll out stronger anti-discrimination policies, train their hiring teams on what they can do and can't do legally, and they'll be monitored by the EEOC to make sure they actually follow through. All of this because they wanted someone younger. Age bias can be subtle, but this case shows what it looks like when it's not subtle at all, and it shows the law is very clear. Age can't be used as a reason to shut people out of job opportunities if they're over 40. So if you're over 40 and you feel like you're being passed over for jobs you're clearly qualified for, especially when the company keeps hiring younger people instead, that's worth paying attention to. You might not be imagining it, and you might have legal rights. If you think you've experienced age discrimination, or just want to know where you stand legally, reach out. Visit SpiggleLaw.com for more resources or to book a consultation today. We are here to help you.